Oh, looks like we're starting up soon.
We are starting right now. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back.
Hello.
We are
Hi,
playing
welcome.
Dungeons & Dragons Legacy today with our wonderful brand new crew of players. We only have one regular player on my table. Everybody else is relatively new. So, let's jump right back into it. First, for those of you who are watching, there are no longer any stream perks available to you to buy for the players. Sorry to say, you cannot screw the players anymore. However, there is other things you can do for them. Just be sure to check Discord, and you will be able to screw around and help or hinder all the players with that stuff. It just won't happen during the session. It'll happen sometime during the next session. So... but right now, we are going to do a recap of what happened last session. And do we have a volunteer amongst you who would like to recap?
Let's see. We went in to here. Let's go from the beginning of it.
That's usually where we start, is at the beginning, yes.
Well, we came in, we actually fought a bunch of weird-looking bat face things, or whatever they are called, from the sarcophagus. We went south, where Solana did not see the trap.
No, she didn't.
At all. She managed to unlock one. If it was locked, it was unlocked by then. We went past there to find a bunch of bugbears camp.
Hobgoblins.
Hobgoblins, something in that family. Went south again, where we had hit where one of the players decided to screw with us that time and cause Helga, or not Helga, Brunhilde, to be caught in a web.
Uh-huh.
Along with the spider coming down, they decided to give the spider a critical.
Yeah, the chat definitely screwed with you guys when the spider popped up.
Have a fumble on my roll. We managed to kill the thing. We also came across about 4 or 5 undead in that room. Does that sound about right? 4 or 5?
It's about right. It's about right. So
we actually found a sarcophagus in the farthest room to the east on the map, where they fought something, and they found a longsword, a warhammer, and a book. The book was given to a guy for a quest item on his quest.
Okay.
Met up with an old man. Finally met an old man, came down a hole where the hobgoblins were.
You're not quite sure if he came down the hole or not. He just happened to be around the corner when people were around the corner.
I was looking there, didn't I see him come down?
You saw him there, looking up the hole.
Well, we saw an old man in the room where the hobgoblins were. That's all I know.
So, and that's pretty much where we left it off.
We were the ones he's been waiting for.
The chosen ones.
Yes. So, all right. So I have given Stelina a point of inspiration. Stelina, you may choose one other player at the table to gain a point of inspiration.
Oh yeah, I gotta do Brunhilde.
Alrighty. Brunhilde now has 2. So everybody has 1 point of inspiration at the moment. Brunhilde has 2. And the only way I hand out inspiration at this point is by you volunteering information at the beginning of episodes, or if you do something extra special, fantastic, wonderful. So,
Role-playing our character very well.
Yes, role-playing your characters very, very well, finding secret information, doing that kind of stuff. That will all garner you inspiration points. So, there is a mysterious old man who is standing here talking to you. And go ahead and continue role-playing. He did indeed tell you last session that you were destined for something.
My response is, why should I believe you?
Well, you see, because I'm old, and old people know these things.
No, that's the lie.
It's not always true.
Does he look human? Like,
Yes.
or elf?
Matter of fact, I have a picture of him.
Oh god, Gandalf!
He has a very Gandalf-y look, yes.
It's like a Gandalf wannabe. It's terrible. That's an interesting start, though, I must admit.
Well, so long as gonna take one look at him, roll her eyes, go ahead. Yeah, you can say all you want. But
Well,
until I actually see it, I won't believe it.
well, thus far, the game board has been placed on the table, and you've already taken one of the pawns from the enemy side of the board.
Perfect
Would
farm,
that-
Rambo's.
And I'm looking to the room in the back. Would that have been the guy? Would that have been the poor sap in the sarcophagus?
Well, amongst other things, yes, indeed. The enemy is reaching out from beyond the pale, and you have removed one of those pawns that he was after.
Uh-huh. Humor me. Let's say I do believe you.
Well, that would be
Dear
wonderful
Lord.
if you believed me, because that would make my job so much easier as an NPC.
Or more, that would make your job easier as an old man.
Well, not so
Deadpool.
much just as an old man, but as an NPC, you see.
And who sent you, pray tell?
Well, I kind of like to meddle in the affairs of the evildoers of the realms, you see. And, well, I sensed that you would be those who are destined to free the Sword Mountains area of this coming evil.
Oh. As long as there's also people that I could also hit for killing and continue my job I love doing. I'm
Well,
okay with it.
I'm sure there's going to be more than a few creatures in the near future that you'll be able to slay.
I'm hoping to also get paid for it. I'm a greedy bitch. What can I say?
That's okay. I'm sure you'll have payment in some kind.
So what do you expect for us to do next?
Next, well, that's the unfortunate thing. You see, the future is clouded to me. You may be destined to be the ones who fight against some sort of great evil. However, I don't know what's going to happen yet. The future is murky, with various plot lines and threads that have yet to be pulled upon.
Sounds like you're kind of a bit shit with him, if you want to.
Okay.
Well, I'm
If
no
we
soothsayer.
Well, if we are these people of Destin, how in the hell are we gonna get past this frickin' storm that sort of trapped us in here?
Well, like eating bad porridge, it too shall pass.
I don't eat porridge.
Wow. Ben just gonna cover his face and just shake his head. No. Listen, wizard guy. What do we call you? Just can I call you Fred?
I
Well,
like calling him wizard guy.
well,
Fred.
you can call me
Wizard guy.
Eddard.
Easier considered to me.
Eddard, that's a name that I find to have poor things happen to, but I'll go with it.
Well, you can call me Eddard or the Verdant Wood. That way you can differentiate me.
Your last name isn't Stark, right? We're good?
No, that would be Neddard. That began with an N.
Oh. Oh, okay. So, listen, you seem nice-ish for an old person. I don't know, and very many old people. But
Wow, that's octogenarian.
But I've got a life to live, and I really don't see why I should just go on this wild goose chase for you just because you say I'm some chosen creature or person. Like, seriously, give me a little bit to go off of.
None of the 6 of you are here by random happenstance, are you?
But yeah, we are. Literally, that's the whole point.
We're here because there was a storm.
Exactly. There was a storm that drove you inside this ancient and forgotten tomb of a dead bugbear. But no.
It seems pretty random to me.
Yes. And what else is random is the fact that those 3 sets of doors in the first room, which had not been opened in centuries, well, the 6 of you assemble and suddenly they all fall. Now that is a happy coincidence, is it not?
Well, you were there the whole time.
Oh, please.
If we're gonna be the Avengers, I want to be Hulk. I want to be Hulk. I want to be Hulk.
I'll call set up. He's clearly opened the doors when we came in. It's bullshit.
I'm clearly the Arrow. Green Arrow by far. Or however
Green
you
Arrow's
call
not
him.
an Avenger.
I guess that would make me Captain America. Yeah.
I'm Nick Fury.
I'm not even there yet. I don't even.
Oh yeah. Anyway.
Huh.
I'll be like Doctor Strange when I'm with the wizard.
Well, beyond even that, the doors opening of their own accord, just falling down after centuries when it happens to have the 6 of you here. Other than that, you're in this region, each of you, for your own purposes. Something has dragged you out here, hasn't it?
Yeah, a job.
Money.
Yeah, that too. Lots of money.
So pretty much everyone has money then, yeah?
Yeah, money.
And if I could take out a few people that people would pay handsomely to take out, that's just the icing on the cake.
You see, so there are things that have all brought you together. There are winds of change involved here.
What kind of change are we talking? Silver change, gold change, just bronze?
It's probably just copper, let's be honest.
Copper, good grief.
Well, you are only first level, so copper would probably be a good choice.
Not in my opinion. It's terrible.
But I feel that the storm will be done by morning time, and you will be on your way. Hey, little dwarf lady, please stay a while and listen.
You talk too much.
Can we just kill this NPC?
Oh, you didn't like the Deckard Cain?
That one sentence, oh my gosh. This is never going to stop if we stop moving, so...
I'm disappearing past him anyway. He had enough of what he said.
Well then.
Too much talky.
Well, that's fine by me. If you don't want to speak to me anymore to find out any more plot lines, then I will be gone. I will see you again.
Finin would
soon.
like to stay with this guy for a little
Tom
bit and
knows.
just kind of check out what he's got.
Check out what he has. What do you mean? Like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, they're
wanna-
they're sneak to check his inventory, right? That's how it works.
I'm casing the joint, if you will.
Okay, so all of you are trying to case the old man. Other than a pipe, a pointy wizard hat that's quite dented, a staff that looks kind of interesting, and his kind of beaten up clothes, he doesn't really seem to have too terrible much with him.
So he just sort of sidles up to this, to Eddard, Mr. So Eddard, listen, I know you don't have very much to tell us, but just between us, the two of us, is there really anything else that you can tell me that I should really be knowing? Like, I would love to know more about yourself and more about all the things that myself and my friends are kind of working towards. You know,
Well,
just as world-saving adventurers as we are, you know?
I understand. I can tell you this. There is a great evil from another realm coming. And for some reason, unbeknownst to me, you, 6, are at the center of this storm. You have already struck once against this enemy. He may not notice the scratch now, but I have a feeling very soon you will be putting a definite hamper into his plans.
Isn't there always a great evil? Like, forever?
Of course there's always great evils. How else would anybody ever go on adventures? Everybody else would be a freaking milkmaid.
Yeah, that is true, but,
Without great risk, there cannot be great rewards.
Oh, speaking of which,
Oh, Spider-Man.
is there anything that you can offer me to keep going with this? Because, like, really, after meeting this sorcerer beside me, I feel like kind of just jumping ship. There's really no reason for me to stay here.
Well,
what's wrong with me? Spirit.
let me ask you this, little one. Tell me.
And now you're being racist.
No, I'm not being racist at all.
I'm gonna have to agree with him there. You're being really racist.
Listen, buddy, if you don't want me kicking your shins, you're gonna have to start speaking straight. Don't kneel down to my level.
Pats you on the head.
I'm actually coming right behind with a dagger in her hands, ready. Good. Well, answer his question.
Well, little one. I stress
Again,
little one.
racist.
Yes, because it is racist. I'm human. I'm the best. So, little one, you can choose any direction on the map you wish to travel once you leave here. I can tell you now that you will find your way back to these others, and the 6 of you will indeed continue on this adventure. Who knows? Maybe you wandering away is what the catalyst is to make the rest of them go on this adventure.
Right, but you don't have to be a dick about it when you explain them.
Yeah, good grief.
My God.
I've only known this sorcerer for so long, and he hasn't been being racist to me, and he's been throwing rocks at my head. Like, good grief.
That flute is really annoying, let's be honest.
It's not a flute, it's a pan flute, and it's a very technical instrument.
Let a 5-year-old should learn. Okay.
You know
sure.
that pan flute can easily be destroyed by a dagger.
Or water. You know, a bit of rust.
But the pan.
It's a wooden flute.
And it will rot. Either way. It's terrible.
A little bit of magic and it's fine. Listen, anyways, this is a beautiful flute. We're getting off topic.
Yes, you are. That's okay. I've been known to ramble myself.
I'm going to ask him how old he is.
So anyways, how old are you? What she said.
I am by far probably the oldest man you have ever met.
Yeah, that's
Not-
probably
still-
looking
still not a number.
looking pretty gross there.
Well, when you get to be my age, if you get to be my age, then you may look like this too. Once again, another good reason to go out
Twice
adventuring.
As much as you. I mean, going adventuring is like putting our life at risk, isn't it?
Well, yes, of course.
And what do? Just sit there and watch?
Oh, I was an adventurer once, until I took an arrow to the knee.
Right. Why aren't you a powerful wizard?
Oh yes, I am a very powerful wizard.
Then why would your knee be, like, matter. It's a knee. You're a wizard.
It was a joke.
Terrible joke.
Do you no longer have humor in the hells?
Not from hell. What are you being racist for?
Good grief, they're being racist to that.
Fucking hell. I'm not a fan of you right now.
You are bonding the two people that like each other the least over racism. Let's just get this clear.
Well, I just assumed. I mean, you have the horns and the red skin.
You know-
Purple skin, I'm sorry.
You know what you're doing when you're sitting there? You can answer yourself. Right now.
Listen, if you don't want this to get any more ugly, I think you should give us a little something, just so we're like parting on nice terms.
A little something, something. The last time I heard that phrase, somebody gave me a small necromancy. You know, the first vestiges of a world's necromancy. They called it a Vienna sausage.
Right, that's probably good. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about currency.
I'm a level 1 character. I don't got any of that.
We're talking about currency. We're not talking about any of your.
Oh, currency!
Favors.
Oh, you wish to have currency.
Oh, man.
Ah, excellent. Excellent. Well, I can promise you that when the day dawns, you will have gold, platinum, silver, and magic at your disposal.
This day.
At the day dawn, still like in the morning.
But this very day.
As in the morning, yes.
Alright, I can wait that long, but you better be there.
When I look up the hole in the middle right here, is it still stormier than ever?
Yes, it's very, very stormy. You're getting rain in your face.
Ugh.
Does the wizard look wet?
It's a good
And his
shower.
clothes wet?
He does not look wet. He looks bone dry.
He's a wizard. Let's be honest. He never gets wet.
I just wish this storm would pass now.
Well, we all have wishes, but be careful what you wish for.
Alright.
I mean, none of us
Great.
are 9th level casters, so we can't
Yeah.
cast wish anyways.
Well,
Also,
speak
great-
for
Great
yourselves.
generic advice. Great generic advice there. Thanks.
You're welcome. I'm good at handing out generic advice.
Right. That's nice. So the stuff you promised ain't it, you will be on my list. Just so you know.
That is fine. I have no problems being on people's lists. Matter of fact, you'll have to stand in line if you wish to kill me. There are many who would like to see me dead.
I'll just skip the queue. It'll be fine.
I probably already can actually go about and doing that later down the line for who I work for.
Much later. Much, much later, little one.
Finnan is just gonna kind of shake his head and move on. He wants to look down this storm grate.
Okay.
I'm going to have a shower.
Alright.
Just so. Yeah.
Well, if you don't need me anymore, I'll be off to warmer climates and well, I honestly would like a cup of mulled ale.
Hearing
Okay.
that word, it's like, oh, really? That sounds disgusting.
Well, to each their own. Goodbye. He pops away.
Damn it!
So, ladies and two gentlemen, Susie's over here singing and doo-doo-dooming songing herself.
Thonging herself. What?
Dooming song.
Oh, okay. I thought you said thong song.
No,
That's
no
a
thong
weird
song. No whale tails. Speaking of which, where the hell is that girl? Oh, there she is. Alright, so down in the grate, it's just a very simple, small pipe that does not... just goes down. It looks like it was a drain of some kind. That's where the water's going.
Alright. I'll follow where Susie went.
Last you know, she went down the west hallway.
Slowly make my way that way. Or, sorry, Brunhilde. Brunhilde!
Yeah,
That's
no,
not the right guy.
she's standing by the wall now. She just
And Bob is taking a shower as the water from the strange magic storm outside is raging. You can see the lightning and thunder, or hear thunder, see lightning above you. You can feel the pelt of cold rain against your face.
It's the best shower I've ever had.
It is quite refreshing.
It's really good pressure.
Finnan walks up to Brunhilde. Watch out for that wizard. He's a racist asshole.
dude, he's a wizard. He's a dick. Enough said.
Good grief. Honestly, told me a little one. Can you imagine? What kind of people do that? I mean, honestly,
Dicks.
a lot
I
of people.
told you, dicks. They're all dicks.
I'm talking to Finnan. What's the difference than me calling you short shit?
Come a little closer, I'll let you see.
Calm yourself, little brother. It's not worth it.
Are we in 13th Warrior now?
Fuck yeah, why not?
I don't
Who's
understand
Evan?
the reference, but sure.
You just have to watch the movie.
Yeah.
Alright, so what would you six like to do?
Have we taken a long rest?
You have already
Yep.
taken your long rest, yes. I will
Well,
include it. This is a part of your long rest.
Yeah, well, the wizard just appeared whilst we were taking it, so.
And it is still raining.
Yes.
Brunhilde's gonna
we-
take a nest and fall asleep.
Maybe take a look up that rope.
Okay. Well, Bob has already been showering underneath said rope,
Come on,
and
guys. If you want to take a shower, it's amazing.
yes, indeed. And you can, if you look up, you're going to get your face full of water as it rains on your face. You will see lightning and hear thunder from outside.
And also a piece of rope that's just a little bit too short for him to reach.
Exactly.
How far, like, how long is the entrance to this area? Like, can I see outside, or is it not possible to see outside?
Nope, you can see outside. It's only about 10 foot from where you currently are, right outside that little break in the wall to the west. And it is indeed raining cats and dogs outside. Perhaps a few displacer beasts and direwolves as well.
As long as they don't come in, we good.
That's
Oh, but
that's
they're
a crazy
great.
rainstorm.
They're great pelt, though, let's be honest.
So Finnan is gonna kind of like go a little bit this way, but like seeing Kathon all the way over there, he's just like, oh no, she's sleeping. Never mind. And
I
he just
wasn't
walks back.
sleeping.
Oh, sorry. I see immune sleep. Never mind. And he sort of calls over to her. I don't really want to walk all the way over there, but do you want to check out up that rope? Because I know you might be a little better at climbing than little me.
She has full armor on. I don't think she's very good at climbing.
Yeah, climbing would probably not be her forte unless she stripped down.
Well, he winks at her. Well, you could always take it off.
An icy stare is returned, and she turns to the side not to look at him.
He winks 3 more times.
No, not 2, not 4, but 3.
3.
Wow.
The wings are unnoticed.
Let's just say short man. And she will always say that to him.
All right. Well, if nobody has anything else they'd like to do directly,
I would like to inquire to Jacqueline. So what's underneath that helmet?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Hence why I'm asking the question.
comes the baritone and heavy, throaty, breathy voice of a female.
Well, nothing for you.
Oh God, it's Brienne of Tarth.
Brienne of Tarth
Dude,
is awesome.
she fucking rocks. Tormund
not a-
is better though.
Tormund plus Brienne of Tarth. Best
I'm
combo.
waiting for that. I'm waiting for that because
Gotta
Tormund
happen.
is just like awesome.
He almost died that last episode. And I was like,
No spoilers.
What? Oh, I
I'm
didn't
waiting
say
for it to
anything.
finish to watch all of it.
He didn't die last episode. What?
All right, so
I've never seen an episode, so
Idiot.
Wow.
continue playing amongst yourselves or playing with yourselves, whichever the case may be.
Or both.
Correct.
Anyways.
But you're not.
Basically, it's like, God, I gotta wait for the storm to pass. Just sits down in that sort of trance that elves like to do.
Good. Okay, Kathana, while you're at the front door, quote unquote, of this area, you will see a bolt of lightning that is colored both purple and red strike from the heavens and hit a rock and melt it outside.
oh, and how is that like super close to the cave?
It was probably about 50 yards from the cave. So, relatively close. Too close for you to really want to be out there.
Yeah, I think we should stay inside, guys. The lightning does not look happy.
Or natural.
Yeah, that's a better word.
This is cursed, and that is cursed.
I think I'm going to sit down in my corner and close my eyes for a little bit.
Okay.
I'm
Did we?
inquiring about who he is and what race he is. Because it's really bugging me. I don't know.
She. You can tell it's a she.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Is the
Did we
armor the same as
have-
the picture? Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to ask if we had enough time for, like, because I know we were doing a long rest, but was that enough time for the entire trance thing the elves do, or is that just part of it?
Oh, it's only a 4-hour trance. That's
Well,
it.
the trance is in place of your sleep, but you still need to have a full 8 hours. So 4 hours is taken up by trance, 4 hours is taken up by just general rest. You can't have any major activities. You can walk around, talk, you can do basic guard duties, you can do that kind of stuff. However, no strenuous activities, no additional things like you can't explore the area to go find things and do stuff like that. You just basically have to have like camp time activities.
Okay, I was just fine because if I had done if we had enough time to do the trance earlier, then I would just, she would just park herself by the door and just guard that door while
Okay.
everyone else to rest or whatever.
All right. Well, see, that's actually kind of what's going on right now. This is kind of during your long rest is when you met Eddard.
Okay.
So you've met him during the long rest. I'd say about 2 hours into it. So you guys still have opportunity to do your trances. You still have the opportunity to rememorize spells, to rest, recuperate, and
So as long as we get our trance, the elves gets the trance in within the 8 hours of the 4 hours, we're fine.
correct. And unfortunately for the elves, it is 4 uninterrupted hours. So you can't do 2, then do a guard duty, then another 2.
She wasn't doing any 2 hours before that. This is when she actually starts her trance.
Gotcha. Alrighty.
could I do a perception check to see if I can like see anything with Jacqueline? See if I can see any like skin color or anything like that.
Yes, you can. I will allow that. Actually, that's not too bad of a roll. Let me see. What is her armor class at the moment? Her armor class is a 19. So, unfortunately, she is covered. Like anything that would be exposed by her armor is actually covered by some leather jerkin or pants or some other such thing beneath her armor. So she is very, very difficult to to determine anything about. She's not a halfling, that's for sure.
What's her height?
Aren't you interested?
Yeah, yes, literally am. That's the whole point of this whole thing. Very interested. How tall are you?
I am 5'5".
Yeah, so she's just towering up there.
Yeah,
That's right.
definitely.
She doesn't have the body type to be a dwarf, so she's not a tall dwarf. She's definitely not a halfling, she's not a gnome.
She's not close to an elf because elves are actually pretty tall.
She's an orc.
Yeah, I was
Call
thinking
it.
orc.
There is the possibility.
Throwing out those things.
That'd be
is not
fun.
helpful.
So, alrighty, shall we dawn the next day?
Yep, after her 4 hours, that's when she's just sitting there looking around.
Okay, well, the total rest time, other than your little bit of time with Eddard, the verdant wood, for the most part, other than that, you've had nothing else. There was the occasional bat squeak that you heard, but thunder, lightning, rain. But as the day dawns, you see the rain has stopped, the thunder has moved on to the south, and just about a waterfall of drips is coming from in front of the cave mouth, and a bright, sunny day is outside, awaiting a new day of adventure.
Also, while I was sleeping, my eyes were just black holes the whole time.
That's creepy.
Can I see if there was any more destruction caused by lightning?
There was a number of trees that have been struck by lightning. Well, you thought they were trees at least, because there's only a smoking stump left. But by and large, most of the destruction from the storm is relegated to big rocks and what was once big trees. Other than that, everything else is pretty much happy-go-lucky.
About damn time it broke! Or moved on. I want to get out of this place.
You know, for once, I think I actually agree with you. That storm was not going anywhere, and it was getting on my nerves.
It's a great shower, though, guys. You should have tried it. It was great.
You really needed it.
Wow!
I think you all need it now, but I'm the only one that is fine. So
I had a little bit of one.
standing in water doesn't count as a shower.
Oh no, I was standing underneath the grate for a little bit.
Still doesn't really count. Let's be honest.
So, it's up to you. What would you like to do?
Has the creatures moved on?
There are no real creatures outside, other than the storm. You know, instead of being quote-unquote raining cats and dogs, we'll make it a little bit more magical and say it's raining displacer beasts and direwolves. Make them a little bit more aggressive sounding. But there is actually no creatures outside.
Are there dead wolves everywhere then?
There's lots of dead stuff outside, but
Just great pelt. Just harvest.
Okay, Storm's broke. Let's just get moving.
So listen. We were talking about this just the other time. Who here is on their way to Kingsholm? I've got a little bit of something that I want to get done. There's a lot of stuff that I could get from this deal, and I was wondering if anyone's going to come along with me.
I'm on my way to Barrow's Edge.
Yeah, I think I need to go there as well. So.
I need to go to Kingsholm as well.
Gotta go to Barrow's Edge.
Barrow's Edge. See, that's not going to work for me. See,
I gotta go to
Kingsholm is where I gotta
Kingsholm.
go.
well, if somebody would like to roll me a history check. Wow, Bob has got it right off the bat. Kathana
Finn
has
ain't
it right
got
off the
shit.
bat.
Finn is an idiot.
Well,
Finn's got.
Bob and Kathana, the two of you know that Barrow's Edge, I should say, and Jacqueline as well, Barrow's Edge is actually on the way to King's Home.
Yep, we're actually going that way. So
Oh, it's on the way.
It is on the way.
Well, if we don't
Let's
have to
get moving.
wait there too long, I don't see why not. What sort of things are you guys doing there? Is there any money for the rest of it?
someone's a little bit
Well-
too. You need to calm down on that stuff.
I mean,
Listen, I
mine.
have my reasons.
If I want to divulge information, I will. But I'm not. So
I don't think you want to know what exact. I don't think you're going to be savory to my line of work. How to
Agreed.
kill people.
that's fine.
Madam, I've been working with some pretty shady figures. I honestly wouldn't care who you're trying to kill, as long as they're not related to me.
What if it's price?
No. No good enough price.
That's fair enough. Now I know where you're at. It's good.
Alright, so I just shared the map of the area with you. It has the Sword Mountains and such. The P is, once again, where the players are. The exclamation point almost due north, a little northwest. That is Barrow's Edge. The one that is almost due east is King's Home. The road that you need to follow goes from Barrow's Edge to King's Home and goes right along the edge of the forest.
Mm.
Should we just get going?
I guess we
Let's
should make
start
our way.
moving.
Going the same way? Just keep going.
Katana is just going to start walking.
Keep in mind, I do have a little shorter legs than the rest of you, so if you could please allow me to keep up with you, that'd be great.
Oh,
He
quit
lengthens his
crying.
strides.
Actually,
Also, when are we going for second breakfast? I was really wondering about that.
But we haven't had
The second week.
we haven't had first breakfast either. So
You haven't had first breakfast.
And we're gonna need 11sies. And brunch,
Hey,
supper, lunch,
Tea?
tea, snack.
Oh,
Second brunch.
Give me a nice, good wine. I'll be fine.
I think there's plenty of wine going around already.
Ain't that the damn truth?
Just getting everybody set up here. Alrighty, so the dirt road you are following shows signs of regular use. There are a few weeds and fresh grooves shown from the frequent passage of wagons. The road winds through moderately forested land. Somewhere up ahead, you can hear the sound of battle. This is after about a day of travel. It is well past the midday meal at this point.
Battle.
Yes, you hear the sounds of battle up ahead. As you crest a rise in the road, you see a fight raging ahead. A merchant's wagon lies on its side, its horses dead or scattered. Several elves and goblins lay dead, while a few of each continue to battle.
Oh, fun.
Roll initiative there, folks.
do you guys want to?
Do we need this Sword Coast map open?
Nope, you do not need to open anymore.
Or the dungeon map, I presume.
Oh, or the dungeon map. Nope.
So we're all going for the horses, right?
You have no horse at the moment.
And we're getting the horses on the map, right? That's right.
There are horses on the map, yes. There is one that is a dying horse, one that is a healthy horse. Okay, so you can see, as you come around the road, to the left and right of you, to the north and south of you, you can see that it's heavy woods. There is a road that travels here. You see the wagon over there. There are a number of elves that are out here on the map. If you mouse over them, it'll tell you if they're dying or if they're alive, or if they're damaged or such things. Same thing with the goblins. You can mouse over them. It'll tell you in a pop-up whether they're healthy or not. And this goblin that is over this way is moving in to do some damage to the elf. There is a singular elf still standing. Kathana, it is your turn.
Sorry, my husband called.
That's okay.
All right. Let me see where I'm at here. Probably too far for me to walk too far, I assume. All right. Well, I guess I'll walk up there, I guess. And yeah, I think that'll probably be it for now.
You don't want to take a dash or anything like that?
I will ready. I mean, I will have my sword ready. But I don't think I can actually hit anything from distance.
Gotcha. Alrighty.
So I will just be prepared if someone comes near me.
Alright. Stellana.
I'm wanting to follow the tree line. Keep within the tree line area or stuff like that.
Okay, I understand that. Gives you partial concealment. Do you wish to utilize a action as a dash?
No, because I'm more of the range type.
Gotcha.
And I already have the longbow, so I have enough reach for a lot of the stuff.
Alright.
And I'm trying to stealth and hide.
Excellent. Alright, so that is what you have. You have a 9 for your stealth check. Alright.
Probably be a good use of inspiration.
It would have been, yes.
I'll have to deal with that later.
Okay, so this goblin takes a stab at the elf, and does indeed put him down. Let's see if he notices you guys. Nope, not yet. Alrighty, the Elfie Guard will make his roll. 1 failed check. Jacqueline.
I am gonna move and dash to about right there.
Okay.
And that'll be my round.
Finnan.
How much does the forest impede movement?
At the edge, not at all. But if you go inside it, it'll be half move through any square that is 100% full of forest. But the bonus is that while you're in there, you have full concealment from anybody who is outside the forest.
And if I'm in the forest, what kind of what is it to cast spells from the forest?
Well, unfortunately, because you'll be in full concealment, if you have anything that is line of sight based, you would need to step out in order to be able to cast it on a creature.
Right. Okay. I'm going to, let's see.
By the way, those big green splotches that have flowers in them, those are bushes. So those would be considered difficult movement, difficult terrain to move through.
I'm going to move into the forest just behind Jacqueline.
All right, utilizing your dash.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
And that's my full action?
Yes, it is.
May I speak? Actually,
You can
no,
speak and use a bonus. That is about all you've got left.
All right, I'm going to leave it for now.
Bob. Still the best name for a D&D character ever.
I'm really original. I'm going to move there. I'm just going to launch a fireball.
Launch fireball.
I guess they can see us now.
And that's a miss.
The fireball. I'm just going to wave.
Alrighty, let's see. He will definitely notice the fact that you launched a fireball, which is really interesting because you launched it at a dead goblin.
Oh shit, no.
Yes, you did.
Genius. No one was so hard to hit was a prone.
Exactly. Alright, and you are within his range of his short bow, and he is going to attempt to hit you. But because he's got the wagon partially in his way, I'm going to give it a -2. Ouch. That still hurts. Oh! Oh no! Bob falls down as a random goblin arrow comes out of nowhere and strikes him square in the chest, and he keels over backwards.
I think so.
Brunhilde!
Oh, shitty. Fuck. Well, I can't make it out of this. But I can make it there.
You do have Healing Word. That is a bonus action.
Are you a life cleric?
No.
Silly question.
Yeah, well, healing word, Bob.
Alrighty, roll that beautiful bean footage. Da, 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 da. Bob, you are on your tuchus with an arrow in you, but you're feeling much better as the arrow pops out of you as the magical healing courses through your body.
I'm still waving at them.
And the horse moves over to the side and decides to eat somewhere.
It just calmed down. It's like, oh, I'm hungry.
Hey, you know what, dude? I would like to go over here and eat. There's
What the
firebolts
fireball
going by.
is his face?
Alright, the next goblin goes. Alright, he is going to make his roll to see if he notices anybody. I mean, he obviously noticed the fireball, or the firebolt come out, but he does not see anybody else at the moment. Kithana, it is your turn.
All right, I'm less distracted now. Okay. I'm gonna move.
Tell the husband to put it back in his pants.
No, he was calling me to let me do off work.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I will move. Let's see. So I will take a dash action, I guess, which I can move 70 if I do my math right.
If you normally move 35, then yes.
Damn.
And
She's licking it.
yeah. And the goblins that are dying, are those like actively on the ground?
They are on the ground, yes. Same thing with the elves that are dying. They are also on the ground.
All right. Was that a movement of 50?
That was a total of, actually, yes, that'd be 50, because you kind of skirted around the outside of the bush.
All right. And I'll move there, and that will be my turn. And
Okay.
I will stand there with my shield that I forgot to mention last time, that I have a shield.
Excellent. Not a problem. Stellana. Stell.
No, I'm thinking, okay, I'm the ones that were there. They're basically okay. I'm good. They have not seen me.
Nope, they have yet to see you.
Which means I get to sneak attack on it. Natural sneak attack.
Well, you only would get your sneak attack if you were within... If they were within 5 feet of a...
30 feet. No, I get sneak attack because they have not seen me.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. Nope, my bad. I'm really surprised I haven't seen you yet with that really shitty roll you had, too. That is a hit. Oh, there is a very, very dead goblin. This goblin... Where is he? He is going to make another check. He is getting advantage on this. Actually, he will not. He is going to be targeting the closest person to him that he understands is there. Oop, no advantage there. Take that back. Apparently today is my first day with this program.
That's fine.
Ah, there he is. And he will move over this way to here. Because he shot at you and missed. Okay, this guard is going to make another d20 roll to see if he survives. Oop, there's 2 failed rolls. Jacqueline.
All right, I am gonna move to right there, and I will attack Goblin 7.
Okay, that's 40 feet. You don't have a 40-foot movement, and you're moving through 2 spaces of difficult terrain. So that would be... 50 feet of total movement that you got there.
Okay, I'll still move, but I'll have my shield out to block anything that he throws at me.
Okay, and keep in mind, Goblin 7 that is laying right there on the ground is dead.
Okay, well, I'll just stand there peeing on him.
That's fine. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you mouse over on the map, there's a little tooltip that pops up, and it will tell you if there's a creature that is alive or dead.
Which is what I was looking at to make sure I got a live one.
Yeah, I did that after I missed someone. Missed a dead person, so.
Fidden. Finn.
Hello, sorry.
Is
Hi
your
there.
husband bothering you too?
My husband is bothering me, yes. I'm just thinking about where I want to go.
Tell your husband to keep it in his pants.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just gonna move behind Kithana because she seems like the safe place to be. Not in front of her.
Okay, if the mountain won't come to Mohammed, Mohammed will go to the mountain.
Actually, I'm going to go over here.
Okay.
So I'm in my 25 movement. And then I'm going to... Let's see. Just a vicious mockery, I guess. I look at Goblin 23 and I say, Goblin 23, what kind of name is that? That's totally generic and disgusting. Your mother should be ashamed of you.
Okay, target him and go ahead and roll him his saving throw. He fails and breaks down and crying.
Only barely wounded him, though.
That's okay, but he does get the status effect on him,
That's good.
which you can add.
Do I add that?
I believe it's part of your spell.
Is it the cast?
Nope. Let me see.
I pressed the save already, so.
Yep. Disadvantage on the next attack roll. Alright, so I'll put that on there. It was not coded into the spell.
Okay. And then I will go to the next person.
Awesome. Bob, it is your turn.
Gonna move there. And then throw a fight with a live goblin. Just as bad.
Ba-da-da-da.
He just
Ouch.
sits and sulks. So still waving.
Alrighty, Goblin number 8, seeing Kathana come forward, target her, and not Bob anymore, and shoot at her with its short bow. Barely missing her, tinging it off of her armor. Brunhilda!
She'll move up to there. And that's it.
Okay. And the horse will continue to eat over there on the side. Goblin number 22. Just saying goodnight to my little guy. Give me a second. 8-year-old's bedtime. Oh, crap! Critical hit on Kathana.
Oh no.
22's dead. Dying.
Oh, 22 is dying. Never mind. Kathana, you get your 8 points back.
Yay!
All better.
Wah wah.
I'm like, wait a minute. He's dying. He has no initiative.
In his dying brain, he envisioned.
Yes. He thought he was going to kill you with his dying brain. Even I get confused on those sometimes. Once again, must be my first day using this. But Kathana will be attacked by this guy. No, not Kathana. Finnan is going to get attacked by this guy. It's the one he viciously mocked. While he's sobbing with tears, he levels his bow at you and blows a big booger ball in the air as he misses you terribly. And moves over this way. Kathana, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna try to make my way to somewhere where I can hit someone at. Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Oh, that is most definitely a hit.
Yay!
And you most definitely slayed him.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Yeah, I guess that will be my turn.
Stelina, what would you like to do?
Well, for one, I need to move around so I can actually get a good sight on any of the living ones.
Excellent. I will let you know. I will let you know that because you did not use your bonus action to hide last round, you are definitely out in the open.
No, I can't. I'm not second level.
Oh, that's right. You're not second level yet. Well, you didn't hide, so therefore they definitely know that you.
I know I'm not getting a sneak attack. I already knew that, but that guy's looks to already have a bit of a wound, bit of damage on him anyway.
Right past him.
Okay, I don't know if I need it to be up one or down one because I'm in between squares.
There, I'll put you down one.
That's the other part. It's like going, okay, I can't do much anyway.
Alrighty, Goblin 36 is going to take a leveling shot at poor Miss Jacqueline in her 600 tons of armor.
Yeah!
Hits her. I almost got maximum damage. It rested on the side. God damn it. Our elf guard that is not too far away from you is coughing and sputtering. Does not die, but he is coughing and sputtering. Jacqueline.
I am going to attack Goblin 36 with my crossbow.
Awesome. Right past.
That's it.
Finnan.
Finnan is going to. Let's see. He's going to come up next to Jack. And he's going to throw a dagger at Goblin 36.
Okie dokie. Be sure to target. You're well within range, so. You flip your dagger towards Goblin 36 and. Hit! Ooh! Giving it a grievous wound.
Getting me some mileage out of this rig.
Yeah, I see that. Bob!
No, I can't do that. Try another fireball. Probably fail.
Well, with that
Wow!
Yeah. I don't have very good rolls with fireball, apparently. So.
Last time you
You
did.
might need to change some of your dice.
No, dice are fine.
Alrighty, it is Brunhilda's turn. Alrighty, and the draft horse does not like the goblin being so close by. we'll prance over this way. Two of the elf guards have died to their wounds. The horse in the road died to its wounds. This one is no longer going to attack Finnan, who is around the corner. It is now going to attempt to attack Stelana, who just shot at him.
Was it Jacqueline that shot at him?
Actually, Jacqueline did,
Oh,
and
no, right.
Stelana
That's
did.
different one. Right.
And scratches you. Kathana.
All right. Let's see if I can get rid of this guy over here.
That is a hit. Ouch! You dealt him a grievous wound.
Not quite close enough. All right. And I think that's all I can do.
Stelina, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to move here, try to get just a little better angle so I don't hit one of my party members. Problem is, yeah. I'm not going to say it.
It's a miss.
At least it was a critical miss.
Oh gosh, thank goodness for that.
Alrighty, this one is now going to attempt to pepper Finnan. Misses. And then moves. Lady in big armor over there coming this direction. I'm going to move over this way. The elf guard does not die yet. It is Jacqueline's turn.
I am going to use my crossbow again.
Uh-oh.
On number 36.
That is a hit.
That's a hit.
Bam! Eat that, you peckerhead! Let's see something. Well, I was going to give a potion to the elf guard as a bonus action if I could, but I don't have any, so I guess that won't work. So it's the next turn.
Finnan.
Do I have to retrieve my dagger later, or?
Yes, you definitely would have to retrieve it from over there.
Okay, I'll just leave that for now then. I'm going to come up to Goblin 23, and I'm going to say, okay, so, and this is in Goblin, of course, so should I type it, or?
Nope, you can say it out loud.
Okay, so I'm going to say, look, all your friends are dead. My friend in the armor here, she's got a sword on you. Really, chances aren't looking good. Why don't you just cut your losses, come with us, we'll give you some questions, and maybe, just maybe, we'll let you go alive. And would that be a check, or?
That would be a check. Are you trying to threaten him, or are you attempting to persuade him?
I would say persuade.
Then go ahead and give me a persuasion check. He tells you in no uncertain terms It's for you.
He says, "What now?"
It's
Oh, okay.
for you.
And Finnan takes a little clod of dirt and throws it at him.
Okay. Bob.
I'm gonna run over to this guy. Can I do a medicine check on him?
Yes, you can. And he is stabilized. So number 4 is now stable. Brunhilda.
Did Brunhilde? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, Susie tells me stuff, like she's trying to whisper me. She actually just leans over and tells me what other stuff she's doing.
Okay.
Alright, this goblin will use Nimble Escape to get away from Kithana without any attack of opportunity.
Aww.
Damn pansy goblin.
I know. And that was his bonus action, his move action, and then he is going to attempt to add insult to injury to Finnan, and misses.
Nope.
Kithana.
All right. Well, I am going to let me see. I guess can I like drop my sword and grab out a javelin? Or I guess you
Yep.
throw stuff back.
Yep,
Well, I
that's
guess
part of
you-
your move. Yep.
Wouldn't it be injury to insult?
Yeah, that too. Yes.
Can I actually get to him? Like, if I just walk over to him, is that?
You can
With
test
that
it with your. I mean, it's 30 feet. So if you want to go ahead and test it with your
Yeah, I
walk.
can do that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. I just didn't want to walk through the bush and lose movement.
Nobody
I'll
wants to
just
walk
slap
through
him
my
with
bushes.
the-
Why not? Not like the bush is going to come to life and stab you with thorns or anything.
With you, nobody knows.
Oh, shit! There's a hit.
Damn.
Oh, wow. Pow! And you slit his throat. It is Stellana's turn. We will go to the end of this round just to see how these other elves fare. So,
I can shoot. I can't make it in one round. I'll let some of the others that.
so you want to dash your full 50 to get over by him? Or are you going to move? Okay.
I'm just gonna do a move
Okie dokie.
and try to do if there's to make sure hide within near the wagon itself.
Gotcha.
Use sort of the shadows of the wagon to hide around,
Gotcha.
and that's all I can do.
Jacqueline.
I'm gonna try to get up to the draft horse so I can see if I can catch him.
Okay, you are now next to the draft horse. It is not a happy draft horse right now, as you could probably figure. It does not look wounded at all, but it does need an animal handling check in order to calm down, or else it will bolt away on its movement this next turn. An 11 is decent. You have its attention. You've grabbed a hold of its bit. It's obviously supposed to pull this wagon, so there is no saddle and anything else to it. But you have grabbed a hold of its bit, and it is paying attention to you.
All right, good boy. Come on, let's go back down by the whatever what you call it is. Come on.
That's a scientific term, right?
Yes, the whatchamahoozits.
That's right. And that'll be my turn.
Finnan.
Can I give myself a bardic inspiration and then use it right away, or is that not allowed?
Bardic inspiration to give it is what, an action, correct? Or is it a bonus?
It's a bonus.
Okay. So if you wish to use it and then use a skill that is an action, then yes, you could use it right away.
All right. So I'd like to give myself bardic inspiration and then use it on a medicine check for this elf guard.
Okie dokie. Go ahead and roll your bardic inspiration.
So that's a D6
6
right now, I believe.
Yep. Oh, 6. Nice. Now you can go ahead and roll your medicine check, and you'll be getting a +6 on it.
Damn.
Which is an 8, and that was not enough. He is bleeding profusely.
I'm going to use my inspiration and re-roll that D20.
Okay. Alrighty. If anybody uses inspiration, be sure to mark it off your character sheet for me, please. Ah, that's a 12, so he is stabilized.
Alrighty. And I guess I'll pass my turn.
Bob.
I'll go over and try and help with the horse as well.
Okay, you can make an animal handling as well. Okay, the horse seems calm enough that the two of you now have control over it between the two of you. And Brunhilde.
She's not doing anything.
Okie dokie. Then in that case, at the end of the round, we will come out of initiative.
I give a nod to Hilda. And say thank you.
Finnan is going to try and help the elf guard up and towards the wagon.
Okay. The elf guard, both of the elf guards are not conscious.
Oh, okay.
Alright, they are unconscious. Matter of fact, I will even put unconscious on the two of them. They are stable, so they're no longer losing hit points, but they are unconscious.
I would like to do a lay on hands and give the whatever that one is, like 1 hit point just to wake him up.
Okay.
I'd like to go through Elfguard for 16 stuff.
Okay.
Since he's lying on the ground unconscious. See what he's got.
Rather than the other two that are dead.
Respect the dead, man. Gosh.
If they're unconscious, they're fair game, but apparently if they're dead, you have to respect them. But, okay, so you start checking through their stuff. And as you're checking the bodies of the fallen elves, you notice that there is a frightened halfling peering at you from behind a barrel in the overturned wagon.
Can I also still be waving this whole time?
Yes.
And now I see the halfling. I'm waving at the halfling and staring intensely.
Finn is going to walk towards them.
Okay. In a high-pitched voice, which I cannot do, or else I'll hurt myself. Is it safe to come out? She asks. I'm Sten Goodseller. I'm a merchant from Barrow's Edge. Are you fine folk are the ones who saved me?
Why, yes, young lady. Why, yes, lady.
Oh, praise the gods! Someone came and saved us. I don't know what these goblins were doing here.
Well, all but 2 of the guards that were probably guarding the wagon are gone.
Is that how you speak to a child? You tell them that half of your people are dead? Seriously? You've never talked to children before. This is a child, right?
No,
No.
this is
Or
a
did I
half-elf. Or
mishear you?
halfling. A
Okay,
halfling.
sorry.
It's a halfling.
I thought you said child. Never
So
mind.
it's kind of like a child.
Yeah, she looks almost like... I'm not going to say that. There's a picture of her.
She's not a child to me, but yeah.
No. Matter of fact, she's pretty damned hot.
Damn!
Can I, like, bring the horse over to the wagon and tie it up with a javelin?
Yes, the 2 of you can bring the horse over. Matter of fact, I'm going to release the tokens so you guys can move around by yourselves.
Did you want me to do the heal on the guard? I marked it off, but I didn't actually click
Yep,
heal
go
on
ahead and
anything.
give him his point. He still will not become conscious, though. I will tell you that.
Someone help me move this guard closer to the cart.
Can you move the horse to the cart?
Yep, I will.
No, the guard.
No, I know.
like-
Yeah, I know. I know what they're doing. They're moving the horse over by the cart. The cart is currently on its side, so it's going to take a few of you to tip it upright, which Sten will be most appreciative of.
Well, let's try to move the cart. Pick the cart up and stand it upright.
I'm going to stand there as if I'm going to help, but I'm just going to...
Sten will come out and stand over here by Finnan.
Well, someone else who can do more, who is stronger, go do it.
Well, come on, you short shit.
Kathon is going to help.
Okay, so if you're going to help, please stand over by the wagon. As you can see, there's enough space for roughly 4 of you to help flip this large cart up onto its wheels again. The cart itself does not look like it's been too damaged.
Finn's helping. Finnan won't be too much help.
Probably not too terrible much, unless he's secretly the Hulk.
Well, then he's just gonna kind of help console poor Sten.
Aha!
Don't be fondling her now.
A merchant family, you say? Or a merchant? Where were you from?
Barrow's Edge.
And this is all in Halfling, by the way.
Yeah, she answers you in common.
Oh, okay. We were just headed there, actually.
While the 2 of them are having their conversation, if the 3 of you who are by the cart could please make me strength checks. I was just returning back to Barrow's Edge. I've been gone for months. I've been to Silvery Moon to go to the market. When I last left, goblins never came down this way and ever attacked. We've never had any issues with goblins here. I don't understand. She looks at the 2 dead elves and she starts crying.
Did you know these men?
They were my guards. Same as the others. And she points to the 2 that are unconscious.
Well, thankfully we got here when we did, at least, or else none of this would have, no one would have survived. But I'm glad to see that who came through did, at least. Is there anything we could do for the rest of them?
Well, I would really like to bring them back to their families in Barrow's Edge. Would you mind terribly, as you hear the cart rock up onto its wheels, would you mind terribly putting the 4 of them in the back of my cart?
I doubt that my party the people who have been working for me would be against doing that for us.
We're not working for you.
They're all in denial. Don't mind them.
She's gonna literally just go and slap him on the back of the head. I don't work for you.
We'll be talking about that in your upcoming
We've known each other for
annual
less
report.
than 12 hours. We do not work for this lunatic. Well, it's been a day as well. Like 2 days.
Meanwhile, the three of you who are down by the cart, does anybody want to hook the horse up to the cart? It'll require an animal handling.
I will hook the horse up.
What these nice people mean is they would love to help with these men's bodies, bringing them back into town, as well as these men who are unconscious.
Just going to start dragging the full guard.
Now, there is the issue that we were very helpful, and I was wondering if there's any way that you could help, maybe just repay the group of us, and just for the materials expended, you know.
I'm going to go over the goblins, and did any of them actually use bow and arrows?
Yes, they did.
I'm going to actually grab their arrows to recover.
Okie dokie. She looks at you, and she smiles for a moment. She obviously understands what you're after. You want payment. Fine. I'll make you a deal. It's a few hours yet to Barrow's Edge. If you and your companions will accompany me and be my guards on the rest of the way, I will give you each 100 gold pieces worth of credit at my store.
Can I use thaumaturgy to make my eyes all sparkly and do like puppy dog eyes and say, can't you do any better?
You can use thaumaturgy to do that, and you can give me a persuasion check. Matter of fact, I'll give you advantage on a persuasion check.
Double 11s.
13 and an 11.
Oh, I thought I saw 2 11s. Never mind.
Well, it has been relatively lucrative this year, so I can give you each 125 pieces of gold worth.
Finn's gonna look at her and say, how about 125, and then for me, you and I could go out to dinner sometime.
As long as you're paying, that's fine by me.
We'll have to make an arrangement then sometime. Get to know each
Might
other.
I ask what type of stuff do you usually sell?
I run a general goods store. I have all sorts of general goods.
As it could have been a name.
Yeah, I'm just going to start loading the bodies now.
Okay. Now, are you all traveling to Barrow's Edge for some reason?
I have
You
some.
could say that.
Are we going that way?
We have reason to go there for one reason or another. Half of us want to go to Kingsholm, half of us want to go to Barrow's Edge, so since Kingsholm is on the way, we decided to go to Barrow's Edge.
Too much information.
I love how PCs just don't trust anybody. Well, okay. I see that you wish to keep yourselves secret, I guess.
In dangerous times like these, you have to keep your information close.
Personally, I don't want to reveal my line of work, and I won't. That's all I'm leaving it.
Yes, I wonder what it could be with your black robes, your hood, and your daggers, and your longbow. What could it be? Anything.
Thank you, Moondog, for the follow. That was awesome. So the wagon has been turned upright. The 2 dead elves have been placed inside. The 2 unconscious elves have been put inside. And Sten is ready to go as soon as you guys are.
Yeah, can we loot the goblins and see what money and anything interesting?
And I'm going to get my dagger back.
Okay, so you go ahead and get your dagger back. I've already put the arrows back into the party sheet. So if people need arrows, that's all the arrows that were collected that were usable left over by the goblins. The bows and other weaponry and armor that they utilize is pretty shit, to be honest. Other than that, let's see here. There's
20
really...
platinum?
What was that?
20 platinum, yeah?
No, there's no 20 platinum, unfortunately. You find that other than the weapons and armor that the goblins are carrying, even the dead ones, they don't have any additional equipment.
A currency.
No currency.
Fucking plebs. Let's go back.
Did you see where these goblins came from by any chance?
They came from both sides of the road, the north and the south. They just came out of the tree line. I have never seen anything like it. 6 of them rushed the cart from the south and knocked me over.
Damn.
Also, I'm just staring at Stellana and be like, you know, you can grab handfuls, right?
Actually,
No, she's got to do it one by one.
No, I can't. I actually have to grab it one by one.
Well, you tell me how many you would like, and what I'll do is you just grab one and then just put it on your character sheet and type in the number that you're taking.
That's right. I got what I'm taking. The rest is for whoever.
Yeah, now you've got the entire chat.
So, alrighty. Well, what would you guys like to do at this point? Do you want to hang out with Sten for a while? Do you want to have lunch, a late lunch with her before you take off?
11 says? Yeah.
Well, I got business to take care of in Barrow's Edge? Yeah.
Barrow's Edge, yep.
Yeah.
I got business to take in Barrow's Edge anyway.
You've got 10, 15 minutes to spare for lunches.
Okay, basically I'm asking if do you guys want to take a short rest of any kind?
I don't need. Well,
I'm guessing that's a big no, since basically the only person who was really honestly hurt was Bob.
Yeah, I think we should.
I'm fine.
What?
Really?
I just got a little scratch. I'm fine.
Yeah, I think we should keep moving because if they didn't have any sort of gear for long-term travel, then there might be more close by in a camp.
That's true. Let's roll out.
Yep.
The
Autobots
sooner
roll
we
out.
get back to Barrow's Edge, the better.
Alrighty. Now, you will travel with her, with Sten, for a few hours. Oh dear lord, I'm having issues tonight. So you guys are welcome to go ahead and ask her questions about anything.
Well, Finn is going to sit up next to her and just be like, so tell me about yourself, Stem.
Is she driving the cart?
Sten is driving the cart. She is very happy to drive the cart for you.
And I assume there's not enough room for all of us because there's only one horse.
Leave
Oh,
the
I'm
little
walking.
lady alone.
Well, the cart has more than enough room for all of you.
Okay, I'm going to sit behind Finn then.
And throw rocks at my head.
I don't have any rocks.
But if you did,
Obviously. I've got bits of food that I've got. I'm going to flick at you. When you start chatting her up. If you start chatting her up. So,
oh, he's already chatting her up.
yeah, I'm getting flicked.
Awesome. So,
actually, no. If you bring out the little flute thing, I'm going to start flicking shit at you.
So you'll be traveling along for hours. There's a little flirtation going by, more on Finnan's side than there is on Sten's side. She's still in shock.
Of course. Everything just turned blue. What?
Oh, yes. Yes, it did. Mood lighting.
Strange emotion.
Cool.
Gotta love having mood lighting, right?
Yeah, good old dynamic lighting. Everyone's got that right in the house.
Well, it's not dynamic. This isn't dynamic, but it's pretty damn close. But anyway, so as you are traveling along, it is evening. You've been traveling for many hours at this point. And I'm so discombobulated right now. As you come up around a corner and start turning south, you're in probably the last hour of travel before you reach town. You see a wild-looking goblin who breaks from the dense woods and charges towards you. He holds a spear in one hand, while in the other hand, it's glowing with bright flames. 2 mangy wolves run at either side of him. And I would like an initiative, please. Sten, I am removing from the combat tracker because she will not fight.
Terrible.
She can't fight.
And we stopped moving on the wagon, or is the wagon still moving?
She stopped the wagon. The horse is very upset at the moment, and so Sten is keeping it calm.
Kind of like he was blocking our path, I guess?
He's getting ready to charge you and do all sorts of nasty things to you, so yes. So, what you see is this weird-looking goblin. Wears a wolf skull on his head with other random bits and bobs on his body. And he charges towards you. And he moves insanely fast. He just zips right along. Since Finnan is sitting next to Sten,
Yes.
that glowing
damn.
hand of his points out towards you as these greenish color flames go shooting from the palm of his hand and strike you hard right in the chest.
Of course they do.
Knocking
And I'm
you
back down again.
Yeah, knocking you backwards up over inside the cart and into the back with the elf corpses and the 2 unconscious elves. You land amongst all of them.
Unbelievable.
I'm just like, well, that simplifies things.
Stell, it's your turn.
I'm thinking if I can see this guy from here, from up in the cart itself,
You
would I
can.
have any impediment? Okay.
Huh. Obviously,
Inspiration!
I was going to say, obviously, Finnan hitting you. You hit him.
Finnan hitting you.
Yes, Finnan tumbling over backwards, colliding
Oh.
with her as she was shooting her bow. But
Right.
No, but she used her inspiration.
Thank goodness.
Brunhilde.
I will use my last spell to heal Finnan.
Excellent.
Thanks, Brunhilde.
Yep, I'm out. Till tomorrow morning.
At least you got that big old hammer.
Jacqueline.
I will move to there and I will attack with my longsword.
Alrighty. Do so at a -2, please. Because reasons.
All right, and that'll be my turn.
Excellent. Finnan, you are knocked on your keister. You're in the back now. You have no idea what the hell's going on. All you can see is Brunhilde's hand glows. You know, it's just coming off of being a bright glow, and you obviously know that she healed you. But here you are, laying, looking at the sky at the moment in the back, when you were just sitting up front.
I did see Galar attack me before, though, right?
Yes, you
Or,
saw
sorry,
the
Big
fire
Bob.
come at you, and then nothing except stars.
So if I were to get up and look around, would I see the goblin again?
You can see
Where I
that
am?
Jacqueline and the goblin are now kind of toe-to-toe.
All right, so I'd like to get up and stand. One second.
We all heard that knock.
I'm going to stand up and I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on this jerk.
Excellent. He succeeds.
So is that half damage or is that no damage?
You look at your spell description.
Half damage, okay. So I'll cast the damage again. I mean, still.
Yep, and he doesn't get the negative effect.
All right.
Excellent. Alright, so now one of the wolves comes a-running. Right up here by Jacqueline, targeting Jacqueline. Goes to bite her. Ooh, misses. Bob.
I think I might use the chromatic orb.
Ooh, chromatic orb.
This would be acid.
Oh, crap! There's a critical hit.
Damn!
66 or 6.
3d8. Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't do actual
Yeah.
critical on it.
But it should have. Except I don't think you had him targeted. For the damage.
I know, I usually just drop the dice on his hand.
Ah, okay. So, why don't you go ahead and target him and then do the damage, because it's critical damage. So, we want to see all those dice roll.
Hell yeah!
How do I target someone?
Control and left click.
Yep.
There you go.
Eh.
Ow!
Well, that was 3 1s from my great. That's good.
Well, it was enough to knock his ass out.
Yeah, chromatic orbs usually do that.
Yeah, they do. Being on the receiving end of chromatic orb myself, I can tell you that is exactly what happened.
Yeah,
No, you ended up with a hole in your chest.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I look rather chuffed compared to my previous fireballs, so I'm just... Yeah, that's it.
Kathana.
Alright, I'm going to move up here next to the wolf. And that will give me flanking, right?
It does indeed.
Huzzah! And so that's advantage, correct?
That is advantage, correct. Big ol' hit on the wolf. Boom! Killed the poor wolf.
Alright, that will be my turn.
And Greymane, the other wolf, goes yarp, 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 yarp. And runs away.
Oh, dude,
Damn
yeah.
pansy.
God damn it, piece of shit.
Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. You have kicked the living shit out of a goblin druid and his wolf companions. What
Good
would you like to
riddance.
do?
Loot.
Loot.
What a good Disney World!
What's that? I don't know what that is.
It's a fun place.
I think it's a place where it's overrun by giant rodents or something like that.
It sounds a bit like...
Yeah, it is.
Sounds really fascist, so not really...
It is. Now, if anybody would like to look in the inventory sheet of the party sheet, go ahead and take a look at what spoils you have gained.
Ooh,
Oh, damn.
unidentified items.
10 platinum. Yoink. No, I'm not for that. That's that's cool.
I just want one of the random items.
Would you like me to distribute the gold amongst all of you?
Yeah, there we go.
I'd like to
Yes.
try
Coinage.
and do a no, never mind. Yeah, distribute that.
Yeah.
There you go. All the coinage has been distributed. There's 4 platinum and 4 gold pieces left.
I'm gonna do a sleight of hand check to see if I can take some of that platinum.
Okay. Anybody who cares to look, you can all roll me your perception checks against the
Good luck.
sleight of hand of 25. If you succeed, then you will see the fact that he's taken the other platinum.
Actually, I was thinking the same thing.
Damn you.
Can't touch his. Da, da, da.
Alrighty, so the other 4 platinum apparently goes to Finnan. Finnan, just add 4 more to your character sheet.
Yeah, can I just be like, can I just grab one of these things? I don't know what it is. It looks interesting.
Go ahead and grab it. If
Try
anybody
it.
wants to grab anything, go for it. Just grab it out of the inventory.
I've tried it. Won't go in my inventory.
It won't go in. Did you grab it by the little ball on the right-hand side?
I did not. Okay, I'm stupid.
That's okay. What
there
you
any way we
grabbed
can
was
try
a
to
wand.
identify it?
A crude-looking wand. Same thing with Jacqueline. You grabbed a crude-looking wand.
We're gonna have to wait for a rest on me to check it out.
That was a scroll that was written on a leaf.
A leaf.
A leaf. These are obviously items created by goblins.
The parchment of this scroll is of the finest quality. That's one nice leaf.
Yes, it is of the finest quality poison ivy.
Just don't wipe your butt with it.
You don't want to wipe your butt with that.
I'll just cross that off my list.
Okay. And at this point, what we are going to do is we are going to take a 10-minute break. We are going to walk away from the table, go have our bios, etc., etc. And then when we get back, we will continue on to Barrow's Edge.
Awesome.
Sweet.
I'll play a little music for my peeps.
So we have a long rest after this, right? I think
I think we'd probably wait until we get to the town because we're like what, an hour away or something.
Oh, right. It was pretty close. Man, there's a goblin right there.
I'm back and ready when you all are.
Roger,
Yep.
Roger.
Roger, Roger.
Roger, Roger.
There you go. That's the way it goes.
Roger, Roger.
And while
Too
we
many of
have
us
this,
watch the prequels.
I think you have to watch them to understand.
yeah. And while we are still waiting a little bit, we got like another minute. I just would like to remind everybody who's watching and everybody who's here that the month of September is Gio's, my birthday, and as such, I am giving all of you the presents. For those of you who are patrons, you will be getting one level higher for the month of September than what you pay for. So if you give $1 to be a stream supporter, which typically doesn't give you any PDFs, you will instead be getting the $2 stuff, and all the way up. If you're a $25 supporter for the month, you'll be getting something incredibly special. So that is that. That's my pitch for today. So you have completed destroying that poor goblin.
What goblin?
Exactly, what goblin? Because the goblin is now nothing but like moosh.
I saw that pussy like wolf, but
Yeah, I guess, and that poor wolf that's, now nothing more than a smear on Kathana's sword, and the other one just went, I'm the fuck out of here, and just noped right the hell out of here. But it is definitely evening time. You have about an hour of more travel as Sten brings you to the little hamlet of Barrow's Edge. As you continue along the road, the scenery slowly changes. Thick forest gives way to farmland, and soon the hamlet of Barrow's Edge comes into view. Welcome to Barrow's Edge, adventurers, Sten proclaims. I suggest you head for Mally's Inn. If she isn't behind anything here, then she'll know who is.
could I have been identifying my item during that hour?
Before we leave, oh, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, you guys could. Actually, no, you guys cannot identify your items while riding, unfortunately.
We're not riding though, we're
Riding in a cart or walking along. You need to actually spend time to sit down with the items
I'm
uninterrupted.
sitting in the car.
How about give me a concentration check, which would be a constitution save? That will answer the question for us.
Could I do one of those as well?
Yes,
For
you
this
may.
roll?
Yes, you may. Ooh, both of you did a very, very good job. So, alright, who had the items? Let's see, Finnan had an item, Bob had an item, and Jacqueline had an item. Jacqueline, do you want to give a concentration check as well, or are you going to wait? Jacqueline,
I don't know what it is.
yeah, Jacqueline gets knocked around in the cart quite a bit, so apparently does not work. Now let me find the item. There you go, Finnan, yours is identified. Bob, yours is identified. And we'll have to wait until you guys get to have a rest somewhere to actually get the other item. So, the little hamlet of Barrow's Edge is indeed very, very small, roughly 100 adult inhabitants. However, there is a wizard here in town. There is an inn called the Barrow's Edge Inn. There is a temple. and there is Sten's Emporium.
Do we know who the temple is to?
That would require a religion check.
Well, Brunhilde's headed to the temple.
Okay. Kathana, unfortunately, you have no idea. You've never seen this symbol before.
Which would be really funny if it was the symbol to her.
I hope not.
Finnan's gonna ask Sten if she knows of anyone in Barrow's Edge who knows languages.
If anybody
He's
was
looking.
if anybody was to know any languages, any like unusual languages, it may be. Oh, it might be Thamior. He can cast some wizard spells. We think he's mostly a wizard.
And did you say he's mostly a decent person?
Yes, he's a decent person.
I've got this book, you see, and I'm trying to figure out what it says inside, but it's written like Dwarvish and Gnome, I believe. I'm not really sure what to do with it, so maybe I'll take it to that. Thank you.
Well, Thamior is an elf, so maybe.
Maybe. Well, I hope to see you soon, and I hope you feel better soon.
Well, thank you. Be sure to stop by my emporium, all of you, so that way you can get your rewards.
Of course.
By the way, the scroll that you have that's written on the leaf, you were able to identify what the spell is that's on it.
Yep.
But the basics of it is all written in Goblin.
Oh, that's fine. I can read.
Which
Goblin.
I know you can read Goblin, but it's it's written in Goblin on top of being magical. So.
Alrighty. So if I couldn't read Goblin, then it would be a problem.
You'd still be able to understand the fact that what the scroll did. You just, it just is the nuance of it is written in Goblin.
Okay. Very good.
All right, so ladies and gents, what shall we do?
What time of? I know it's night, but is it like super late at night, or is it like early evening?
It is dinner time.
Kathana's gonna go to the inn.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the inn also.
I guess we're all on our way to the inn. I'll follow behind
I'm going
Kathana.
to the. I'm gonna go to the inn, but I'm trying to find out who's the best type going out with no one hearing it. Some of the deal, who I can get a hold of for bounty for sort of hired killers.
Ah, gotcha. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do is
Because I've heard there's work here, but I don't know where.
Alright, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the temple first. Because that is where Brunhilde is currently going. After I am done with that, then I will go to the inn.
Actually, I'm gonna go to the wizard place, so that's where I'm off to. But I'll do that.
I'm gonna
after.
follow him.
Of course.
Well, I heard languages of magic, so.
Okay, so over at the temple. This large building's unpainted exterior clearly shows it to be of recent construction. Outside, the carved wooden symbols of many gods await their first coat of paint and identify it as a place of worship. Inside, one large room features shrines honoring different gods spaced evenly along the walls. Rows of benches fill the open space, and the brightly colored carpets adorn the floor. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is no maps for Barrow's Edge. It's all theater of the mind at this point. Susie, Brunhilde can see that there is a human, a young human female.
She'll just walk right up to her.
May I help you, dear?
Yes, I'm looking for the keeper of the temple.
That would be me. I maintain this temple.
Wunderbar. Brunhilde's going to take out the map that she has and ask her about the scrolling on the sides. Do you know anything about this?
She takes the map away from you and brings it over to the altar where there's a little bit better light. There's some candelabras that are all lit around it. She looks up and down. She goes, I don't know what most of it says, but this right here, and she points at a symbol that's along the side edge. This right here is a symbol of Ouija.
Okay. What can you tell me about the history of Hightower?
I'm not really knowledgeable about Hightower. Whereabouts is that located?
It's the tower that's on top of the hill, like a couple hours away.
Oh, I haven't really gotten to go too far away from town. You look at her and you realize this girl is probably 17.
Is there anyone older than you here?
Just me.
Where are the rest of the priests?
Oh, they're not here yet.
When are they expected?
Not for months. So I get to maintain the temple.
I'm gonna need you to send birds and get them back here.
We haven't even gotten our birds yet. Like, oh my god.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Find somebody and get some damn birds.
But
Trust me when I say you're gonna want them back here as soon as possible. Move your ass, honey.
I don't know what birds you're planning on me getting, honey.
Messenger birds. Find some.
Have you
You're gonna want
Have
them.
you been outside?
Yeah, I spent an entire night in Hightower fighting off goblins and dead things and shit like that, and then got cornered by some wizard who told me it was my destiny, the fuck ever that is, to save this hell-forsaken world. Get the damn birds. They're gonna want to hear this.
And here's my question for you, honey. Did you see a place to buy homing pigeons here?
Don't know, haven't been here before.
Let me tell you. This place is so backwater. There is nothing here. There's no salons. There's no cafes. Nothing.
Where's the high priest?
He's in Silvermoon, and he'll be here in a few months.
That's going to be too late. You need to get messages to them as soon as possible.
And what messages would you like me to, pray tell, send that is oh so important for you, dwarf?
Look here, human. A nice wizard named Neddard or Eddard or some bullshit like that. Blah, blah, blah. Send it. Tell them they need to get back here as soon as possible because the shit's about to hit the fan.
And what do you expect the high priest to do about this?
Sweetheart, how long have you been a priest?
I have been a priest for
4
6
days?
months. Thank you.
I've been a priest for 6 years. Get the high priest!
Whatever. Can I help you with anything else? Would you like to confess your sins?
Not to you. I'm gonna go find myself a room.
Meanwhile, back over in the in the tavern. I like how everybody else is just silent at this point. A large building sprawls at the center of the settlement. Light spills from its windows, and a broad sign above the door reads, Barrow's Edge Inn. Welcome to all. The interior of the inn feels as warm and hospitable as it seemed from the outside. The warm smells of stew and fresh-baked bread waft from the kitchen. A portly woman bustles about, pouring drinks and serving food. Travelers, welcome! We've food and drink and rooms, all warm and clean. She turns to a pair of farmhands lounging by the hearth. Dwarf, Dissy, move! Give these newcomers space to settle in by the fire. The two farmers nod amiably and shift to another table. Now, what can I get for you?
I will take a room and some stew.
Oh, excellent. She goes about getting you some food accommodations, and she looks expectantly at the rest of you.
I would like a room for the night as well, please. And I will have whatever vegetable dish you have.
Ooh, vegetable dishes. And she'll go around and she will take everyone's orders.
I'll be getting a room and whatever your moderate price meal, edible moderate price meal you can get. As I'm scanning the room for who I would suspect to be sort of like roguish types.
Okay. If you speak in Thieves' Cant, which only thieves can speak in. If you can speak in Thieves' Cant, then make an investigation check. You may see somebody who can understand you.
And I do speak Thieves' Cant.
What is it that you say in Thieves' Cant? If you'd like to, you can type it out and actually choose Thieves' Cant as a language. Then you should not have the rest of the players understand what you're saying unless they're thieves as well. By the way, so as she's going about getting food and everything else, Brunhilde comes in looking like she is a storm cloud at this point.
Pull up a seat, have a drink.
Not the happiest looking dwarf.
I fucking hate this place already.
She hates it enough that she forgot her accent. But, Stellana, you will not see anybody recognize your Thieves' Cant.
I had to put it in there as a language.
Yeah, that's not a problem. But the investigation roll was good enough, but you did not get to... I'm echoing. I'm echoing through Susie. There we go. There we go. Alright, Susie's having technical issues tonight. But, while she's getting all of your food set, she brings everything out to you. She brings you each a key to your rooms, and you discover that you don't have to pay for them. She said it's already taken care of on the house.
Sweet.
Okay, I'm not going to complain to that.
And if all of you have looked into your character sheets, you have all seen you have leveled to level 2.
Ding!
Ding!
Ding.
Now, in order to level your characters to level 2, you can go ahead and grab your... Who does not know how to level?
That would be me.
Alright. What you do is you open up your character sheet. On the front page, where it says class and level, You would click on the magnifying glass to the right of class and level. It'll open up a little extra window. Click on the little ball all the way to the right-hand side of the class, if that's the class you wish to level. So, for example, Bard. It'll pop open your Bard list. Drag and drop it back into your character sheet, and you'll watch the level go from level 1 to level 2.
Along with everything that go with that level added to your character.
Exactly.
And I can finally have my cunning action.
And you can finally get your cunning action. Congratulations.
Wait, what do I drag? Everything that's level 2?
No. Drag the class back into the same area that you picked it up.
Yep.
It
So,
will
for example,
automatically
Sorcerer. You'd click on the little ball to the right-hand side, yep, and then just drag it right back in. There you go. Now you're level 2.
Okay.
It gave you your hit points already, gave you all your stuff.
But you do have to change your next level XP manually.
Exactly. That's the only thing that needs to change.
Yeah, that's so minor.
And what was the next level XP?
900.
900.
Okay, thank you.
I played way too many 5th edition.
You can never play too much.
No, I played way too much to know what's going on, how to deal with it.
We all have at this point.
Yeah, as a sorcerer, do I use spell slots to cast a ritual, or do I have to do the 10 minutes?
If you want a ritual cast it, you can actually spend the time to ritually cast it.
Yeah, but what if I don't want to do it?
And it doesn't cost the spell slot.
But what if I want to do it now, as a sorcerer?
Spell slot. Only way if you want an instant.
Okay, good to know.
Hello, 3 spell slots.
Yeah, I know. Getting those extra spell slots is a big deal.
Hello, bonus action
I already have 3
stealthing.
spell slots. I got nothing for it. It's great. Well, I got my meta magic, but
Yeah.
How do I use my meta magic on the sheet?
Let's see. How many spell points did you get?
I think it's 2.
2 sorcery points. I have played a sorcerer.
Okay. You get to choose your...
Oh yeah, no, that's next level, isn't it? So I've got my meta magic layer.
Yeah.
I've got my points, but not the meta.
Correct, I think. I'll have to look at it later.
But the only thing right now that you can use sorcery points for is to add an additional first level spell.
Remove spell slots to get points, clearly.
I have a quick question. When I hit level 2, I get a fighting style. Do I have to? Is that chosen somewhere?
It's from the fighting style list. Like if you open that up in your abilities tab, it'll give you options, and then you just choose which option you would like, and we can go from there.
Now, if I'm correct, the fighter and the paladin both get a fighting style.
Correct.
Which means for someone, the fact you can choose archery, 2-weapon fighting, great weapon fighting, protection.
Well, don't forget
defense.
the fighter has far more options than the paladin does.
Right. Yeah, I see him. But once I choose, I have to manually go in and do that, or?
Yep. Yep. Because what I'll do is I'll help you out with it. You just choose which one it is, and I'll help you get it. If you want to, you can just whisper me which fighting style you've chosen.
Okay, I'm just debating between 2. I'm not sure. What's the fighter choosing?
I've already chosen.
Dang it!
Oh shit! I got a new spell. Just noticed.
Disguise self.
Ooh. did the fighter choose? Oh, I see what the fighter chose. And you've already taken care of your upgrading your stuff for it, Jacqueline?
No.
Okay. Yours is the easiest one. Hey, you did.
I think I know. I think I know which one I'm going to choose, but I don't think I have to change anything on my sheet for it.
Nope. There it is.
If you chose like two weapon fighting style, or great weapon fighting, there's not much to do to change it. It's just you get to roll ones and twos instead. Or
Well, there's coding for it that actually will take care of it, so you don't have to roll it again.
How do I whisper? Because apparently I can't.
\W, and then space, and then whoever you want to whisper to. So GM for me, and then space, and then your message. Aha! Perfect.
And then one more question, because I've never done spellcasters. How do I add the spells to my action bar?
All you have to do is drag them from the spells tab on the right-hand side. Do you see over there on the right side of Fantasy Grounds? They have a bunch of tabs.
Yes.
One of them is labeled spells.
Yes, I do.
Yep, you can go in there. You can look up level 1 paladin spells using the drop downs. It'll come up with a list, and then you can go ahead and choose however many you need. Yes, Finnan, I got your whisper as well. And Kathana, your fighting style, all you have to do is tell me when you want to utilize it. That is, you don't even need any coding.
That's what I figured. That's not the main reason why I chose it, but it is.
What would I have to do to change mine?
I already did.
Update it.
I already did it. All you do is you add it to your Irma class.
Oh.
Yep.
You did defense.
Yep, you did defense.
Oh.
Yes, now the fighter has a 20.
For Song of Rest.
Ooh.
Now what? I'm
Hit
sorry.
that. I get Song of Rest at level 2. Is that something I need to actively use, or is I can use that whenever we take a
Whenever
rest?
you guys take a rest, a short rest or whatever, you just tell me I'm using Song of Rest during our rest.
All right, and that doesn't take up a resource or anything, I think.
It just takes up one of its own uses. I mean, it's pretty much it's a very specified thing where it's like you can only do it during a rest period to allow people to use extra dice and such like that. So it's very specified, so there's no resource that you really need to utilize.
It's not extra dice, it adds bonuses to the dice roll.
I can't remember. I have too much other shit to remember. I'll let you guys remember the players. You remember your character. I'll remember how the rest of it works.
Fair enough.
I have one more quick question. For being a paladin, if I'm reading it right, I have 2 level slots, but they can change from day to day. So do I just add 2 and then change them after a long rest every time, or
Yes.
do I add all of them? Okay.
Yep, you can change them however you want to. Some people put them all on their spell list, and then use the preparation button to checkmark which ones they use, or which ones they want to have prepared for the day. Others, like Susie, she drags the spells back and forth, so she's not confused on which ones and doesn't have a list that's 600 miles long on her.
Well, as long as she's in combat mode, she will never see the others.
Well, that's correct, but that's just the way Susie prefers it. That way she also has the rest of them to reference if she ever needs to reference. So, alright, so Finnan, you've gotten Song of Rest, and I believe you got one more spell.
And Jack of all trades.
And Jack of all trades, which that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I already did that.
Awesome, thank you very much. Alright, Stellana, you don't really get much of anything other than cunning action.
It's more than useful.
It is very useful, but I'm saying other than that, that's the only thing you get right now.
I'm fine with it. I love it because now I can bonus action to stealth or dash or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Bob gets his Font of Magic and an extra spell. Okay, Thana got her Fighting Style and Spellcasting ability. Don't forget to increase your Lay on Hands to 10 at this point, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, every level you get, you will always get an additional 5 points more of Lay on Hands. It's
Which
always
is awesome.
5 times character level.
Let's see. Susie
this
Q. For Brunhilde, she only gets additional spell slots, and she gets her Channel Divinity extra
in whatever she chose.
Yep. Hoo. Destructive Wrath. Gotta love that. It's like Susie after a bad day at work. Destructive Wrath. And then finally, we've got, well, Susie loves things like Destructive Wrath, where she goes fucking hog wild on things. Oh my god, it's great.
I almost could picture her doing the Destructive Wrath on that Keeper.
I don't need to picture it. I think it's going to happen eventually.
Oh, it's going to happen probably in this game session. But let's see. And then Jacqueline got her Fighting Style and Second Wind, or was it Action Surge that you got this time?
I think it was Action Surge. Yeah.
Alright. Which basically neither of those need any coding at all. So we are all set with you as well. Now, ladies and gents, you will all get a long rest.
Okay, I have one question because I can't. I'm clicking on the. Is it the magnifying glass? Is that where I change the Lay on Hands, or am I just missing?
Yep. Nope. You're correct. It is the magnifying glass. I can help you out there as well.
Actually, to change the Lay on Hands, you need to go in preparation mode and change the amount of daily to 10.
Well, yeah. Yep. That's how I have it. I see
What
now.
is that at?
Bottom of the Actions tab, the farthest left bottom that says mode.
Yep, just like that, and I've already changed it to 10 for you.
And didn't me and Finn go to the wizard place before we rested?
Say that again, I'm sorry. I was adjusting my headset.
Oh, two of them went to the wizard's place.
Yeah, we went to the wizard.
Yep.
Off to see the wizard?
Off to see the wizard.
The wonderful Wizard of Barrow's Edge.
Yep, okay,
It
so
doesn't go very well.
we will go to the wizard. You can't help but notice this small one-story building, painted bright purple with gold stars spangling the exterior. This shop demands to be looked at. A sign above the door says, Mysticality. Heavy purple drapes cover the windows. As you open the door, a soft chime sounds. Shadowy illumination provided by a few candles softly lights the inside of the shop. The scent of lilac incense hangs heavy in the air. A male elf, wearing brightly colored clothes and bedecked with numerous scarves, charms, and trinkets, looks at you through half-closed eyes and smiles knowingly. You've come with a question. I, Thamior, search for answers. 1 silver piece gives you a glimpse of your future.
Some sort of shitty Mystic Mag. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, don't follow. But listen, I've seen people like this in streets all the time. You just nod, take a look at their shop, and
Yeah, we're here for language. We're not here for...
continue on. Listen, bud, I've got a book here. I've been told that you've got a way with words, if you will. And I was wondering if you could take a look. I'll take the book out and open it up and slam it on the desk.
He looks down at it. Quite. Let me see. This will take some time to translate. You see, this book, as he waves his hand across the top of it, this book is a magical tome. it'll take some time to read it and understand its meaning. The shorthand within it is its own cipher, its own code. And it'll take some time.
How long would you say?
I'm sorry, Susie's yelling at me because my NPC's annoying her.
Yeah, she's annoying. I agree with Susie.
Somebody hit him.
Well, you see, it'll take me some time
I
to do
smack
this.
him up against the. I smack him against the face and like talk faster. Good grief! Come on.
Like,
I don't have all the time in the world.
I pull Finn away. Like, calm down.
I'm sorry. It's been a long day. We just
I
got
then take
attacked by
the book.
goblins.
And
No. Give me the book back.
No. I look at the book and I'm like, I just like read it.
Well, you see, it will take me some time to read the book.
Now you're echoing. It's even worse.
Yeah, I take the book from the guy and like start reading it. Just see if I can notice any words that make sense to me.
It's the dwarvish and gnomish book that we got last session.
Yeah, I know.
So I'll type something in chat. Yes, I know Susie and I are echoing through each other right now, so give me a second. There we are. Nobody is able to read that. So, as you attempt to read that book, that is what you see. And yes, I do know what you did.
Yeah, but it says, oh.
I know what it says.
It's bullshit. I know the literal translation, or knowing literally what it says, but I wouldn't know what it means.
And Finnan takes the book back and he says, "Alright, so anyways, you said it was going to take some time. How long?"
It's gonna take at least a few days. Leave it with me overnight, and I'll see if I can puzzle out at least a few of the pages. So I can give it back.
Finnan slides him a silver piece. If you can do it in about a quarter of that much time, there'll be twice as much of this later on.
He slides it back across to you. Are you serious? I don't get out of bed for this much. I wouldn't make you hot water for this much. Please. Don't
I'll give him my
insult me.
single piece of platinum. So will that do?
Good grief.
Once again, I may pour your tea for that. Do you realize the spell components that are going to be required to unlock the secrets of this book are going to be far more than a mere platinum piece?
What are we talking?
Oh, at least 10 of them. Just for the spell components alone.
I'll be taking my book elsewhere then.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a complete sham.
Well, by all means, take it where you wish. I will be here. Always. Forever. In this little town. In the middle of nowhere.
That sucks.
Yeah, that sounds depressing.
You have no idea.
Is there any sort of deal we could work out?
Oh, I'm sure there is, but if you're not willing to pay for at least the spell components, which, by the way, do not come easily in this little hamlet, then we will have to...
But our services could be worth more than platinum.
Your services? Oh, and what kind of services could you provide me?
What services do you need?
We are adventurers, sir. We love to do little things for the people who need little things done, and in some cases, bigger things.
Little things,
Just
big
named
things.
words.
Are you attempting to be cryptic on purpose so I will be self-incriminating and say, oh, I need you to go and do something nefarious over there? Is that what you're attempting to say?
We're saying if they need to do anything, nefarious or good, it doesn't matter.
Oh, quite. Well, if you're wishing to
Just
do
go tell
something
the paladin.
nefarious, Then go talk to Mally. I'm sure she has something going on somewhere.
Mally.
Right, we're
Who
not
is this
talking.
Mally?
Yeah, but we're not talking about just Neferis. Is there anything that you need doing?
I personally don't. I mean, unless you're willing to find me spell books and bring them to me so I may add to my library. No.
How about this wand?
A swap.
This wand?
Oh, this one right here? You are willing to give me this book?
No, the wand.
No.
I take my wand.
Oh, the wand.
Yeah, the wand. My
What?
special wand.
Why would I wish to have that wand?
You said special items. This is a special item.
It's not that special to me. If you bring it to the temple, that could be plenty special in the temple. It's not special to me.
You're making this so hard.
You're right, I am.
What about this little marble?
And what is special about this little marble?
Well, you get a spell slot every day.
Really? He thinks about it for a
I'm
moment.
going to cast Friends on him.
Oh, dear boy, I'm an elf. Fuck off.
Oh, okay. I guess it didn't work.
Really? Did you notice?
They actually get advantage on any charm checks.
Yes, they do.
There is no check on that, though.
What, on Friends? Take a look at it again. I'm trying to find it on your list. Oh, there it is. You just have advantage on all of your charisma saves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which, still, in his response is, I'm an elf, fuck off.
Alright.
I see you through your glamours. Fuck off. He almost sounds like he's drunk.
Yeah, it's almost.
He might be. You never know.
Exactly.
Never know what's behind those, underneath that table.
I can imagine him saying, "If you just won't pay my price for what you're wanting, get away from me."
This is the most
He's
stimulating
singing.
conversation I have had in years, because I'm stuck in this little mudball of a place. Therefore, I'm going to cause hell for anybody who wishes to come here to do anything, because I can.
What if we could find some way to get you out of here?
You could travel with us to the next town if you wish. Be
Oh, I don't
interesting.
travel well. No. Getting on the back of a horse is... No. No, please, don't mention horses or travel.
What?
I do not travel well.
What if we get a cut?
How on earth did you get here?
Slowly, with much retching.
Why? Why
Well,
are you
because
here?
because the game designers decided to put me here in the middle of nowhere and make me so I didn't like to travel. That's why. They don't tell me why I'm here. They just suddenly create me and make me come here.
There's a lot of Deadpools in this world, isn't there?
Yes, there are. It is, after all, the realms of forgottenness.
These game designers just did not think about your character when they put you here, did they?
They don't give me these interesting backstories, or else the 32-page module would turn into 132 pages, just with my backstory.
You poor man.
You are
Sorry.
right.
Why don't we
Anyway.
get you a bunch of beer?
Wine would be
Wine.
good.
Yeah, that's fine. Do you want to
don't-
come
Him.
to the tavern with us and we can have a few drinks?
That I am willing to do, yes. I am
And
willing
whether
to go
we'll
to the
be-
tavern and have a drink.
We can have a little discussion later, maybe. Depending on how we're drunk, yeah.
Oh, yes, let's go drink.
So
You can hit him now, Brunhilde.
not yet.
Sweet!
There you
She's over here just looking at me, and she's pounding her hand with her fist like, I'm gonna fong him. I'm gonna fong him until his insides are on his outsides.
His entrails become his outrails.
I mean, who knows? Maybe an intimidation check is just what we need.
Alrighty, does
Alright,
anybody
so-
else wish to do anything with any of the other NPCs? Because the only NPC that's actually giving you guys a time of day is Mally, who you discover is the owner and proprietor of the inn, who you have gotten.
I'm laughing my butt off with how your wife is reacting to that. Oh my!
Oh my! By dear God!
Who did he say was the person to go to for
a job?
The job, yeah.
Mally.
Mally.
Yep, she's the woman at the Barrow's Edge Inn. She's the one who actually waited on all the characters and got their rooms and everything else. And that is why none of you had to pay for your food or for your rooms, is that word has gotten to her in the amount of time that you guys have been in town, which is only, half an hour. In that time, she's discovered that you saved Sten on the road on the way here.
Wow, that's pretty fast travel of time.
That's a small town.
Very small town. Otherwise, you'd be spending 2 gold per person per day for lodgings.
Cool. I'll milk it.
So
yes, that sounded so chaotic.
Yeah, that's fine. No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine by me. And I have decided that Mally is going to be Mrs. Doubtfire at this point, so...
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone!
Hello, dears! She's going to be a very drunk Julia Charles from yours.
Damn.
Yes. So, if you wish to have any sort of jobs with me, get some rest, heal up, level up. I see that the little dings have gone off above your heads. Be sure to rest, because you cannot level without having a long rest. And then come back to me in the morning after you have felt a little better, and I'll tell you all about everything.
I'll take you up on that offer.
Yes, it is an entire world full of Deadpools.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to be drinking with the old man all night.
I'm looking at her. I'm looking good. I'll be probing your mind of where I can find the type of work I do. That's what I'm thinking.
Finn is going to be buying wine for the wizard.
Yeah,
as much as possible.
But I'm just gonna. I don't know why.
The best wine you can get, and that's paying with gold.
I'm going to use my plan though.
I'll go to bed.
Some of you go to bed, some of you decide to stay up and party with the elf wizard who comes in. I don't know why I'm here.
Oh, I'm looking at this. I'm skulking. I'm actually in the shadows at this moment. Finding the shadowy, the most darkest, dimmest area ever.
Okay. Susie's over here yelling at me. She's like, I'm gonna find a bird. I will find a bird in this damn town. It's like 9 o'clock at night and she wants to find a homing pigeon. You want to go ahead and hide in every shadow. 2 of you are getting the wizard drunk.
Yes.
I'm letting them amuse me from the shadows.
Okay. Well, there are plenty of shadows, though the farmers in town are wondering why there is a partially elven woman. Are you full elf or I can't remember. Yeah.
Full elf.
Yep, you're a full elf. Okay. Why there's a wood elf hiding under their chair? While they're sitting here drinking beer, they're like, there's a damned elf under your chair. I know. I don't know what she's doing down there. I didn't even give her a gold piece.
Actually, is there rafters? Can I see rafters up above?
There is.
Give her a gold piece.
Okay, I'm up there.
Okay. Now she's perching.
And now
She's not the rogue you need, but she is, etc., etc., etc. But so this has suddenly becomes a typical Saturday night in college.
Did you up and get up and drunk?
Yes. So you try to get your professor drunk, who you discover has an incredibly high tolerance for alcohol. There's a little old lady who is running around helping you guys out. She's actually not a little old lady. She's middle-aged. She's helping you out, and she's a very kind woman. She says that she's not going to speak to you about what the town needs until the morning after you've gotten some rest, because tonight is all about you celebrating, saving Sten's life and being heroes for a few minutes before they ask you to do more.
I'm wondering what she's thinking about me at this moment.
At this point, she doesn't care.
What a damn bird.
I'm just sitting there, laying on one probably near one of the walls with the rafters, watching.
Dear, if you're looking for a bird, look, there's one up there in the rafters.
Wonderful.
I don't need a dingbat. I need a bird.
And besides, I'm not a bird.
Well, dear, there's no homing pigeons in this town. You'll have to go to someplace bigger than this. Do you have a message you need to get to someone somewhere?
Yeah, like PDQ.
Whom?
The High Priest in Silver Moon.
Oh, the one that's going to be coming to the temple in a few months.
Yeah.
Then you'll want to go over there and you want to speak to Thalion. See, he will be able to send a magical message if you really need him to.
She will walk over to the wizard.
You talk about this.
I have a message. It needs to be sent immediately and with great haste.
Finn is drunk. Hey,
and you want me to send it? And you want me to send it now?
The fuck did you do to him?
Come and have a
You a drink?
Oh my god.
We're having drinks. Have drinks.
Hey, Brunhilde, yes, that's the man you're apparently looking for, and those two dimwits got him drunk.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You're looking for this guy. That's funny. We were looking for him too.
I cast spells.
Yeah, I'll do as well.
I can't. Not in that condition.
Oh yes, I can. Watch me. And he points at the dartboard at the far end of the bar, and he goes to cast a firebolt at it, and he blows up a lantern that's sitting on the bar 20 feet away from it.
Oh no.
See how spells is fine.
I try and copy him and say, look, I can do it too.
Jesus, knowing my luck, you'll send my message to Waterdeep instead of Silvery Moon.
I can do Waterdeep. You know why they call it Waterdeep? The water is very deep.
I don't need
Waterdeep. Funny
dude dies laughing at this. He's just falling off his chair.
Oh my god! I'm like going, keep it up, dimwits. You're good entertainment.
Y'all are cut off.
No, man. I'm no eunuch.
I'm gonna actually flip a couple gold coins. I'm gonna go to the bar.
I need you sober, fucker.
We'll be sober tomorrow. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Just do your drink.
Go ahead, what were you saying up there?
I'm actually gonna hop down, go to the bar, and going, 2 gold pieces worth of wine to the wizard.
Of course,
dear.
dear.
Continue.
No.
I'm gonna pull Brunhilde aside. It's gonna take at least 8 hours for us to sleep this off.
It wouldn't take very long. I mean, you guys have been drinking, but it's still not that. It's not like insanely intense wine or anything. You just drank a lot of it.
Brunhilde picks the wizard up over her shoulder, walks him outside, and dunks his head in the rain bucket.
Hey! That's not
Sober
nice!
up.
All you're doing is making me wet and drunk.
I bring more wine out to him.
One way or another, you'll be sober.
This will warm me.
I just need... Good. I want more entertainment from him while I'm sitting up in the rafters laughing.
Brunhilde, listen. Brunhilde, listen.
Sit down. Shut up.
Miss Brunhilde, this is my entertainment for the day. I'm actually enjoying it.
All right, let me control the game again here for a few seconds. So, meanwhile, while this circus of errors is going on in the main common room, Jacqueline and Kathana, what are the two of you doing? You have gone up to your rooms to get some rest, obviously. You can hear the ruckus going on downstairs.
I'm just sitting here laughing.
I would probably just be making sure everything is prepared for the next day and just trying to ignore what everyone else is doing downstairs.
I have to agree with that. Make sure everything is right.
Excellent. Okay, then. I just wanted to know. I mean, you are welcome to go downstairs and join the festivities if they get too raucous for you. Or you can go to sleep. That is your choice. However, you have heard things exploding downstairs.
Yes.
I will
And you
close
probably
my
heard
eyes.
Brunhilde.
Finnan is going to sidle up next to the drunk man who is also soaking wet right now. Or sorry, you're still with Jacqueline and
Yes, I'm still with them for the moment.
yeah, I'll leave it alone. My bad.
No problem. Which is really funny considering that I know that one of the players here would actually be in the middle of this, egging it all on. And I'm wondering why he's not downstairs with his character.
That'd be too much fun.
And
Oh my god, I love it.
what about Kathana? Is she just going to polish her armor and be done with it?
Probably. I don't think she would get involved in that. Like, well, let me think about that. Hold on. She might go downstairs and poke her head, and if it's like too rambunctious, she'll probably go back upstairs. But if like she needs to step in, she will, I guess.
Well, as I said, the two of you did hear something explode downstairs. Actually, you heard two explosions. One, of course, was the wizard casting firebolt and blowing a lantern clean off of the bar. The other was Bob also shooting a firebolt, missing the target, and blowing a piece of crockery off a table in front of two farmers.
She would probably go downstairs at the explosion, like ready for a fight or whatever. But once she saw that it was just them being drunken idiots, she would go back upstairs and put like cotton in her ears or something.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna yell out the door, say, "Y'all start that shit again, I'm gonna come down there and beat y'all ass."
Why don't you just come down now?
well,
What's the fun?
well, okay, so, Kathana, you come downstairs to watching Brunhilde dragging an elf out of the bar, and you can see him outside, see her outside, dunking him into the water trough outside, yelling and screaming at him. Like she's gonna
Alright.
drown this man.
Kathana will definitely interfere at that point. She'll just kind of ignore everyone else that's being drunk in the bar and just go and like gently but firmly grab hold of Brunhilde's arm, and forcing the guy's head up out of the water.
Okay.
I'm not killing him.
As you pull his head up out of the water for the final time, Brunhilde, he stops and looks at you, and his eyes are all glassy. And he goes, and he spits the water out and hits you square in your forehead. And that is where Kathana walks out, is to the spitting of water into the dwarf's face.
Does she look angry at this point, like murderous angry?
If looking at my wife is any indication, yes.
Yes!
You are
I
a
would
great
actually just merely
fool.
walk on out, going, is everything alright out there?
I think Kathana's probably going to try to disengage Brunhilde from the wizard, just as gently as possible, but with, force of, I'm being serious about this.
Brunhilde, why are you being a spoiled sport here?
I have a mission. It needs to be done. messages need to be sent. Like, now.
You can wait till the morning, lass. It'll be fine.
Listen to Finnan.
It's fine.
Listen to him.
Oh, you
listen
told
to
me by my name. That's so nice of you, lady.
Finnan? Who's Finnan?
It's the little short guy.
Finnan? When did he start?
Selena. What?
When did he start? Finnan, when did he start?
I don't get it.
Well, then apparently I'm speaking drunkenese perfectly fine tonight.
When did he start making sense?
As in finish. He's finished.
Oh.
So there were. When did he start? There you go. There's your drunkenese dictionary for the night.
Boo.
Oh, that's pretty like.
Lame.
I'm gonna go in there, try to gently, have Brunhilde to let him go, using a bit of sleight of hand, enough to help move some of the stuff.
Well, Kithana's got a hold of Brunhilde, I think, at this point.
Between Kathana and Stelina, the two of them are able to pull the wet wizard and the pissed off dwarf priestess apart. Long enough
and then
for the wet wizard, the drunk wet wizard, to back up, point at Brunhilde like he's about ready to cast a spell, trip over the trough, and fall in it, and pass out.
You see what you did now, Lass? We're trying to get him to help us out, and you just knocked him out cold.
Kathana's gonna look at Selena and be like, make sure he gets home.
Okay. Actually, I'll bring him inside.
Just make sure he doesn't drown.
I'm gonna get in there, lift him up, sort of help. I'm not super strong. I need a little bit of help trying to.
Finnan is going to sort of help with his as much as possible. He's gonna sit next to him.
So the two boys come outside to help Stelana bring the drunk wizard
we were outside.
inside.
We were just sort of watching.
Okay, well, yeah, the two drunk boys tried to lift up the drunk wizard, the wet drunk wizard, with the rogue, and drag his ass inside.
If I have to, I will literally drag him on the ground because I'm not super strong.
You got 3 people helping.
Yeah,
I mean, 2 people helping.
Like that, 3 people helping. There should be a quote around that because the two of you have had plenty to drink too.
Yeah,
As you're going along,
people. Come on,
Yeah,
2 people drinking it.
2.5. And
1.5.
I'll take 2.
and as you walk through the front door, the quote-unquote help from the two boys is them running shoulder first into the door jamb on either side of the dwarf, or on either side of the wet wizard, running into each other, kind of banging together like these weird clacker balls, and as they bounce through the tavern. At which point, Mally now shoos everybody who doesn't belong here out of the tavern. The wizard is laid out on a comfy chair, so he can, sober up and wake up at some point in time to go home. And she sends all of you off to bed and says she will see you all in the morning as she goes about attempting to clean up an exploded lamp, an exploded piece of crockery, a long line of wet water that has dripped off this wizard as you've thrown him into a chair nearby, and who knows what else is all over the place, like footprints on her ceiling.
Well, I think that went well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the bartender and be like, "Hey, room."
There are rooms upstairs for you, dear. They're at the top of the hall to the right. Here is your keys.
Okay.
Kathana is going to give a couple of gold pieces to the poor barmaid and help lead the guys upstairs.
Looks like us women looks like the two you and I have to corral the guys.
Yeah,
And,
I'm just gonna go
before
into
Finnan
the
goes
first
upstairs-
door. I see.
Before Finnan goes upstairs, he's gonna ask, sidle up to the lady, like really, really close, like way inside comfort zone.
Which one?
The barmaid, and ask, so this wizard, do you know if he can cast comprehend languages, like just that simple
Do-
spell?
Dear, do I look like I cast spells that I would be able to understand what the hell this confounded man was speaking about? No,
Yeah,
I speak Drunkenese, not Arcana.
I punch him on the arm and be like, I just fucking did that. I didn't do it.
Oh.
Okay, she's now. Kazan is now dragging them by their collars.
He's still going,
Let me
oh.
help you. I will drag him, and I will throw him we will throw him on their bed. And
I'm
that's
just-
where they're gonna
I'm-
lay.
What you
Let me
do
go
behind the
upstairs,
closed
I'm
doors
just
is your
gonna-
problems.
I'm just gonna go for the first door I see and just walk in, no matter whose it is.
Thankfully, it's yours.
Or
In you go, boy.
I fly onto the bed.
Yes.
And okie dokie then. So what we are going to do is we will come to a close for today's session here. I know it's a little early. It's about an hour early tonight. But we need to start with fresh ideas for the morning, which will be our next time we play. And not having the sillies still inside us. Well, though it'll be 2 weeks from now, I expect an entirely
What
new set of sillies for you.
We were completely serious.
Yes, you were.
I'm having too much fun now.
Yes, I know. We're all having way too much fun, and I can go on for hours being a jackass like this. But, so we are going to end it here.
You would actually play in Solana's alignment so fast.
So, ladies and gentlemen who are watching, thank you very much for coming along and watching the second episode of Dungeons & Dragons Legacy Adventures with all of our wonderful people. It will be available on YouTube to watch as a replay in the next 24, 48 hours. Be sure to catch it over there, leave comments, and if you have yet to do so, please be sure to join our Discord community and enjoy all the goofballs and craziness over there and talk to these people and have lots of fun with them. So, for myself and for my players, I'd like to thank everybody for coming here this evening, and I will see everybody tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time for the next episode of Beast Pits of Ravenna. And I will see you then. Have a good night.
Oh, God, it was... Oh.